Motor City. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. We see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you delay it?
Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. Now Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Allen off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. And going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not getting...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pass underneath, here's Hines with it. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills getting set to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2 from midfield. Here's Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Lions at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jordan Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
From the gun on third down. Gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Five yards remain on second down. And again, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt, giving a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now looking to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's Bass now to send it away. Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Up past the 30, second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Got his man. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Offside. Defense.
Swift going to try up the middle. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To throw is Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
Holding. Offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Goff. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This is Hines. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On first down, gone. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Once again, it's Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the handoff, this is Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Swift trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Swift again. Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here come the Bills. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Davis has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Being chased out left. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a handoff to Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a carry for Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 3 there, and then Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,